Community members are once again asking the Minneapolis City Council to allow voters to decide whether or not to replace the police department. The group Yes for Minneapolis delivered a petition that included 20,000 signatures to the council today. It calls for an amendment to the city charter that would replace Minneapolis Police with a new Department of Public Safety. Organizers say the new department would be funded and organize new safety programs, all led by the community.
Let me read to you a few highlights of the resolution that's been put out on that ballot. This amendment would abolish the police department and create a new Department of Public Safety, which would, number one, combine public safety functions of the city of Minneapolis into a comprehensive public health approach to safety, with the specific public safety functions to be determined. So let's vote on a plan to make a plan, right? Number two, include licensed police officers, if necessary, to fulfill the responsibilities of the public safety department, if necessary. After defunding the police, crime has skyrocketed. Thankfully, public outcry was heard by the courts, and the city was ordered to hire more police. Next on the list, remove the city council requirement to fund a police force to at least 1.7 employees per 1,000 residents. Okay, so what ratio is best? Wait, that's right. They don't have a plan. Number three, remove city council authorization to impose additional taxation on taxable property in the city of Minneapolis. Okay, well, tax cut sounds great. I wonder where the money will come from. Do you think they might consider a new tax when making their plan? Do you think it might even amount to a tax hike? Dear Minneapolis, if you vote for a resolution with no plan and rely on politicians to write it after the fact, you deserve what you get. With that said, George, I want to show you the bright side and ask you to focus your comments on this clip.
I live in Minneapolis. I was here when violent rioters took to the streets. I watched my city burn in the name of racial justice. I'm Cicely Davis, and I'm going to tell you the truth because they won't. They ignore the facts and they exploit our emotions. There's a whole lot of money in black rage. When our city was up in flames, Ilhan Omar didn't help us. She poured gasoline on the fire and made it worse. Without police, crime has skyrocketed. We don't want to defund the police. We want more police. It used to be a thriving community. Look at it now. The mob destroyed it, and our leaders let them. The businesses that were hurt the most were minority-owned businesses. They erased the economy of minority communities, all in the name of racial justice. Tell me how that makes any sense at all. I'm tired of watching our community being destroyed. Aren't you too?
Cicely Davis is going to have to be on her game. She's going to have a lot more than advertising. She's going to have an intense ground game. And I would almost say she's better off not spending money on advertising at all and focusing it all on the ground game. These districts are not that big. You know, if I were running for it, that's how I would do it. I'd be knocking on doors. I'd be going after it that way. I mean, in the end, this is what the difference is. The difference might be a few busloads of people that end up flipping this election one way or another. And I can tell you, again, the powers that be behind Ilhan Omar are huge, right? We heard on that Zoom call where they were celebrating the elections of their candidates. The four of the squad were in there, right? AOC actually jumped on a Zoom call that we showed with them. All right. And it's no game. These people are serious. They're well funded, and they're definitely going to be coming after Cicely Davis. They cannot have a black woman out there speaking on message with truth. They can't have that.